Welcome back to the Prison Yard TV. If you already haven't hit that like button, hit that like button. It helps me out a lot. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to this channel. Today, I have a friend of mine that I've been knowing a lot of years. And he was Brother Lynch's videographer for a long time. I'm going to let him introduce himself. There's my buddy, my friend that I grew up with, Reggie. How you doing, Reg?
What's going on, D?
You know, just trying to maintain my composure. So I just told a little, I didn't tell too much about you, but I let them know that we've been friends for a number of years. What year did you come from? What year did you come to Sacramento?
Man, I came to Sacramento in 1972. I was born in Vallejo, California, man. Country Club Crest, man. Back Dre recipes, loved one. I came to Sacramento in 1972. I lived in G Parkway. Then I moved to Manordside, which is off of Meadowview. Then from there, man, went to the 9. Crazy. I pretty much lived all over Sacramento, man, most of my life.
So what year did we meet?
About 1979.
79. We was 10 years old. So I've been knowing you 43 years.
That's right.
43 years. And I had the opportunity to spend the last 6 months with you in Sacramento.
And I'm grateful for that, loved one.
Yeah, I wanted to reconnect with you. And I seen when I was in prison behind them walls, I seen a lot of stuff that you and Brother Lynch were doing out here. And I didn't know how you guys made the connection and what you guys were doing. So explain a little bit to my viewers, because you know the man behind the scenes are never known. But the producers, the videographers, the promoters, they do all the work. The artist shows up for a couple hours, goes in the studio, goes and does a show or two, does his videos. But us being behind the scenes, we do all the work. So let my viewers know your history with Brother Lynch and how that started and how it ended. Hello? Reg.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Did you hear the question?
No, I didn't, man. It's like everything just cut out, man. I'm on broadband out here.
Okay. So yeah, you're in Nevada right now, so your connection ain't good. I said, you know, a lot of people don't know that people behind the scenes, the videographers, the producers, the promoters, they do all the work. When you got a rap artist or an R&B artist, they don't know us because we're behind the scenes. So tell my viewers how you got started in the music industry, how you met Brother Lynch, how it started and how it ended.
Okay, man. Well, me and Lynch we still talk to each other, man. That's my brother, man. I love that nigga with all my heart, man. So we still fucking with each other, you know. But basically, you know how everything started, man. It started with me and Lynch, man. Like we was young, man. I met Lynch like back in 1983, you know. So we were both about like 14 years old. You know, that was back in my backflipping days. You remember I was doing backflips, man, and I was landing on my head, everybody laughing at me and everything and shit, but I kept at it. And that, you know, I started slaughtering niggas.
Yeah, you taught me how to backflip back in the day.
Shoot, man. But Nathaniel Hall taught me, man, because it was like, hey, Nate, can you teach me, man? Man, the only way I'm going to teach you, you got to beat me in backflipping. I'm thinking to myself, like, what the fuck? And if I'm able to beat you in backflip, well, I need you to teach me.
So wait. I want you to explain how you got in the music industry, became a videographer, and you lived with Brother Lynch for a number of years.
Yeah, I have, man. But basically what I'm explaining now, man, is like how I ran into Lynch, man, you know, because, you know, it all started, you know, with the backflipping and everything, you know. When I moved over there by Gady, man, when I moved from 25th Street where we was at, you know, I was getting back and, you know, getting in backflipping and everything like that, man. And one day I was just doing some backflip and then just then just one dude, man, didn't even know who he was. And I'm like, who is this bug-eyed nigga? But then like he had a full twist on me, and I'm like, hey man, what's your name? And my name is Kevin. Kevin, you know Marcus and Dalvin? Yep. You from CV Circle? Yep. I'm like, oh, okay, I know about you. So the guy named Kevin turned out to be Kevin the Nail Man, aka Brother Lynch. So we was doing backflips and stuff like that, man. He was into popping and everything like that, man. My brother Steve, man, like Steve was rapping, man, way before then. Like him and Mike C, man, better known as Big No Love now, used to battle each other and everything like that, man. But Kev was into popping, man. We're doing backflips and stuff like that, man. We connected. So what happened after that, man, is, we progressed and everything like that, man. We joined a backflip, we created a backflip group called the Whip Masters, man. So, we was doing our thing. Then later on in life, man, let me speed this up for you because I don't want to, drag the time out. And so, man, one time, man, Kevin was talking to me like, man, ain't nobody, man, popping anymore, man, backflipping and everything going out, man. Yeah, ain't no more, man, things to get into anymore, because that's what we did before all this game banging shit came out. We was just rapping, backflipping, drawing, and stuff like that, man. We really had some real talent. And I just told Kid, I said, man, check this out, man. Everything's happening now. Everybody's rapping. Kid was like, man, rapping, man. I don't know about that. I was like, hey, man, I don't know that much about rapping, but what I can tell you is this. You write a sentence, and then you write another sentence. Make sure that the two last words rhyme with each other. And you made you a rap, And I was like, hey, bro, man, check this out, man. I'm gonna write write some stuff like that, man. I wrote a couple of rhymes and stuff like that, man. It's just like, man, this is what I'm doing. This is how I'm busting it, man. Just fill in the blanks. Man, he took to that shit like a fish to water.
And blew up.
Blew the fuck up.
And what was your partake in that? How did you maneuver into that whole? I know you guys used to backflip, you guys used to pop lock, but how did you become his video?
I didn't pop lock, man. I couldn't pop, man. I was whack.
How did you become his videographer?
Man, it was like, man, years passed and stuff like that. How, like, man, when you get a certain age, everybody goes their own way.
Yeah.
Then like one time, man, I just seen, like, I was just like at the Tower Record Store, and it was on K Street before they shut it down, so it turned into something else and shit. And I seen Cass CD cover, and I'm like, oh man, he got an album, and been trying to find, man, for years and stuff like that. Then once I finally connected, I said, man, you got your album, man. And he like, Reg, you were supposed to do this before me. I'm like, man, you tight, man. I'm like, you doing a damn thing, man. But then years went on and stuff like that. We were just beating each other, just running to each other on and off and stuff like that, man. But back in 1998 is when I really connected with him and stuff again and stuff like that, man. Because like we were going through life situations and stuff like that, man. Because me and Kev, we were kind of like, man, I looked at Kev as like my surrogate sibling. He's my brother, man, for life. I love that nigga. And we just connected and stuff, man. And I knew about building computers. And and he started showing me some stuff like like video, video. He got me started on Adobe Premiere.
That was way back.
Yeah, it was way back. It was like early 2000s. It's like this shit is over like 20 years ago.
That was when we used to use ADATs.
Yeah. Oh yeah, ADAT machine, stuff like that, and the Triton and stuff, man. He showed me, man, how to make beats on a Triton, man, and rap and everything like that. But you know, it was mostly my fault, man, because I didn't really, you know, push the envelope like I should. You know, and everything, you know, just took to it like how he took to the rapping and everything. But you know, once I started learning the video editing and stuff like that, I'm like, that's what I want to do. Okay.
So you wanted to video edit, right?
Yeah, I want to make videos, man, and everything.
So you learned that craft, but I actually am using your equipment right now.
You know what, man? You did so much for me, man. Merry Christmas, my brother, man.
No, I'm not doing that, Reg. But I want to get into the 10 years that you lived with Brother Lynch. How was that, man? How was that life experience living with the infamous Brother Lynch Hum?
Man, he saved my life, man.
He saved your life?
Yeah, you know, because back in like mid-90s and everything, man, I was on crack cocaine and everything like that, man. I was really fucking up. But you know, shit, everybody in my family, everybody I knew was on crack and shit. So I just got caught up in it, you know, which is a low point in my life, man. And I'm just glad that I'm over 20 years clean.
20 years clean. So he saved your life, and did he put his foot down and be like, you know your shit, I want you to do my videos now, or did you suggest that?
Basically, man, you know, the way it started and stuff, man, is we was gonna make our own like internet TV show. You know, like how you seen all these stream apps and everything. I was on that shit like back in the 20s. I mean, back in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
And you know, that's what I wanted to do, man. I was like, man, I'll make my own way and stuff like that. It was gonna be uncensored and everything, man, BT and all that stuff, man. I'm like, man, I'm about to create my own thing, because one thing about the internet that you gotta love, FCC has no regulations. So if I want to know videotape rappers cussing and stuff like that, they want pictures of, you know, they want to videotape, you know, women wearing thongs and exposing their breasts, I was all for it. I'm like, hey, we're gonna do this, man. You know, my flyer, man, was a female in a thong bikini. Though I stole the picture off of a porn star. Like, hey, you can't use that. I'm like, okay. That's why I started like, okay, I'm just gonna start hiring my own females and just pay them up front. And they take the pictures of the thong, sign a release form. And I'm like, it's all mine.
So how did you get into the magazine business? And what was your magazine called?
Well, I made a couple of magazines and stuff like that. The first one I wanted to do and stuff, man. I learned this off of Low Key, Jesse Cavalry and stuff, man. He was a part of the Sick Made. But Low Key had a couple of albums and stuff like that. He was the one that taught me how to use these programs. So one was Quark, you know. So, you know, I learned Quark how to make the columns and everything, place the pictures in there, resize everything, you know, make the dimensions and everything like that. So, you know, I made that. And, you know, then one time me and Lynch, man, you know, like Lynch, you know, us, you know, Lynch and the crew, man, we went down to LA, man, to mess with Snoop Dogg. You know, Snoop Dogg got a picture of him holding the Sick Made Chronicle, because that was the first magazine I made. You know, and I was feeling proud of myself, man, like taking pictures, but I didn't know anything about photography. I didn't know about no apertures, no ISOs, shutter speeds, and nothing like that, man. I didn't know the science about it and stuff like that. I was like, hey, shoot on auto. Snoop Dogg called me the world's worstest photographer.
The world's worst photographer. So,
yeah. And I still run with that, man, with pride. Because he put me up on some shit after that. I'm like, hey, man. He like, man, I just play. I say, man, I'm going to take that shit and run with it, man. I'm going to take that as a learning point, man. I took that and took my ass to school and learned everything I needed to know about photography.
Yeah, because I know you do weddings, you do baby pictures, you do a lot of stuff now. And actually, my younger brother had hired you to do a wedding for his fiance, and he told me the pictures came out really well. So you was in the music industry, and I don't know if you read the description of this interview, because we didn't do a pre-interview, but I talked a little bit about it, and I think this is for any independent label that that really learned the way as they went, because we learned the music industry. We didn't have a blueprint. We listened
we didn't have blueprint. We didn't have no teacher. We had to figure out shit for ourselves.
We had to figure it out for ourselves. So a lot of us that was in any kind of industry had to learn it and then learn by our mistakes. So I know that you said you was Brother Lynch's videographer. You put out these magazines, but how did the music industry treat you, and did it benefit you, or did it chew you up and spit you out?
Well, I'm gonna say, man, it's kind of like both, man. You know, treat me cool and stuff like that, man. I made a little bit of money and stuff like that. I say more money than, you know, like when I first got, like when Lynch was up here, just threw $1,000 in my hand. I'm like, yeah, you know, being broke and poor, man, my whole life and stuff like that, man. Seen that $1,000, man, but because I got that money, you know, I had to think. I'm like, are you gonna take this money and part with it, or are you gonna reinvest it? You know, I'm not a business person, but I decided to buy me another camera, you know, to start getting my own, you know, equipment and everything like that, so I can build, man, you know, like build and progress, man. Cause you know, you always gotta invest in yourself, man. Cause if you ain't invested in yourself, man, you might as well, man, just hang it up, you know. You know, cause like if I would have got the money that I was looking for, I would have just like, okay, man, I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna promote it, man. I'm about to, you know, do all this and stuff because I already know it's tax deductible because it's a business expense. Promotion is a business expense. You know, if you're gonna spend money, man, spend money on making you more money. It's kind of like the dope game, man. If you're slanging dope, you're making money, you're gonna buy some more dope so you can slang, right?
Yeah, I think everybody that grew up in our era had crack hit affect our lives in some type of way. Reg, I know you said you were smoking crack for a while. Everyone in your family was. You got a lot of brothers, don't you, and sisters?
Yeah, I'm the youngest out of 15 kids.
15 kids. So you got 14 siblings. But in our era, you know, a lot of us, when we looked at crack when it came down here, we either looked at it as money,
yep,
or we looked at it as getting high.
Yeah.
And I know it affected a lot of people. And now the new drug is crystal methamphetamines and all the garbage people, all the people that are making that shit. And you know, it touches a lot of families, and it touches, there's so many people in prison for drug sales, man. And I was one of them. Yeah. I went to prison. I caught a case in 1999, and I stayed in jail for a year and had to bail out in 2000 after my parole violation. And then that was when I was at my wildest in 2000. So I was really involved in the drug game back then, man. And I'm happy to hear that you're clean and sober you're clean from drugs for the last 20 years.
Yeah. Hey, dog, man, I've been meaning to ask you this question, man. Me and Brother Lynch, man, heard back in 2000 about you and one of your rappers at the pool on Elder Creek. Did you actually do what we heard?
Wait a minute. In 2000?
Yeah, 2000. At Elder Creek, man, the pool hall.
Oh, shit. Damn. So, yeah. Wow. Okay. So, yeah, like I said, I caught my dope case in 99, March of 99. And I stayed at the county jail for a year until my parole violation was up and I bailed out. And the pool hall in Elder Creek was really cracking, and it was 29th Street's hangout. Everyone from 29th Street used to hang out there. And damn, you just took me aback right now. So we had a homie that rapped. He was on Sibo's albums, Big Squab. And he was in jail. Well, another homie was helping X-Rated out with his record label, Madman Records, and X-Rated and his mom wanted Squab out. It wasn't my rapper. He wasn't my rapper, but I just was around him. And
I know X was on Black Market with Black Market.
Yeah, so he started his own company, Madman Records, and the homie out here while he was in prison was running that record company. But X-Rated's mom and X-Rated bailed Squab out to sign on his record company. And I think it was his second day out or something. That's funny you guys asked me that. And we was all at the pool hall, and Squab got into it with the owner of the pool hall over some pool balls because he rented them and he wasn't playing pool. In the pool, it was a Friday night, it was packed. So he cussed her out, and she called the cops on him. And the cops, two cops came in the pool hall, and there's a bunch of Crips in there. It's packed, fully packed. You know, they had a full bar there. And they started to handcuff Squab on the pool table. And I told you this was my wildest. This is when I was at my wildest. So when they handcuffed one of his wrists, he looked at me and said, "Cuz, you gonna let him take me to jail?" And, you know, I was real tipsy. I had a Corona bottle in my hand. And I smashed the police in the face with the Corona bottle. And Squab ran out the pool hall with one handcuff on, and they chased him out, and they caught him across the street at a little barbecue spot, right? Well, me and one of my cousins jumped in his car, and we smashed out. So, yeah, that's something that I'm not proud of. I could have went to jail for a long, long time over that incident. So
good thing for the statute of limitations.
Yeah, it's 22 years later. So what happened was he ended up getting caught, and I was already out on bail for my dope case. So I don't know, my mind wasn't working. Wife was at home pregnant, and matter of fact, she had my son by then. He was a few months old. But that question took me aback, bro, because that's not who I am anymore. You're not the person you was. And I wanted to touch about something. There's a lot of questions coming in from somebody named James Smith. Can you see the questions on the screen?
I see something say, "What's up, Reg?"
Okay, wait. Let me back up. He said, "Shouts out to Reggie Ento. I used to rap with Reggie back in 1986 Burbank days." And then he says, "Me and Reggie used to work at CCC in 1985. Do you know who this individual is?
James Smith. It was actually the SLCC, Sacramento Local Conservation Corps, man. But that was like, wow, a long time ago, man. Hey, James, man, shout out and love to you, man.
Wait, listen, here's another question that might identify this individual. I remember in 87 pushing weight on the freeway with Reg. Reg is a hustler. I don't know who this individual is, but he's always on my channel, and I'm trying to figure out who he is.
Man, hey, James, man, hit me on Facebook, man. Infamous 916, Reggie Ento, man. You know, I got a few of those pages on there, add me, man. I got to see your face, man, because, you know, like, you talk about something like over 30 years ago, man. My mom was a blur. I was drunk back then.
Wait, listen to this. Back in 85, Reggie saved me from getting jumped in Oak Park. Stand-up guy. You still don't know who it is?
Man, I remember, man, I got jumped in Oak Park and nobody saved my ass.
Oh, shit. Yeah,
but
Reg.
You know what, man? But hey, James, man, much love, respect to you, man. Hit me up, man, because I'm going to do a part 2, man. I'll give you a shout out, man, because one thing I do, man, I recognize my loved ones, man. I thank you for loving me, man.
Okay, so these questions are coming, but I'm not gonna post no more questions. I want to touch on, I know you personally.
Yeah.
And what are you doing with your life now? What's new in your life? I know we talked a little bit about the music industry, your magazine and stuff, our relationship, but what are you doing now and where you at in life?
Man, well, I'm at in life, man, and I'm still basically, man, will consider myself at ground zero. But what I'm trying to do with my life, man, is recognize, man, you know, I'm 54 years old now, man, you know, and I have 3 kids and a grandchild, you know, so my focus now, man, is being the best person I could be, man. So, you know, I'm pushing I'm trying to start a nonprofit. It's called Find Your Heart. You know, Find Your Heart is dealing with finding missing children, you know, missing people in general, you know, and I'm using that through the power of social media, you know, because you know, Facebook is a powerful social media tool and everything, but for some reason they don't have no features on that. So when I started this, you know, I was trying to find out if they had any other, you know, pages or, you know, groups about finding, you know, missing people. And, you know, and it surprised me that Mark Zuckerberg don't have nothing of the sort. I'm like, man, you're a billionaire on one of the most powerful networks in the world, and you're not doing anything trying to help find these missing people. I'm like, okay, so it's time for me to take matters in my own hands. So, you know, like what I'm gonna do with Find Your Heart Foundation is I already created a page, and what I'm doing is like any type of donations or anything like that, you know, you just, if you have a missing family member, send it to that page and stuff like that. And I'm gonna do my best, man, to help you find your family, you know, your loved ones, you know, because that's important and stuff like that. I know what it's like, man, to lose family to, you know, somebody just want to be evil and everything, you know, and that's not a person I roll with, man, because ever since I was a child, man, even before this gangbanging came out, man, I had people I didn't like, man, but if they have kids, I will protect them. I'm like, man, you could be enemies, but I will protect your child with my life, you know, because your child didn't have nothing to do with this. So I'm not gonna get down like that, man. You know, like with a lot of the, you know, like street violence and stuff, innocent children being hurt and killed, man. I have zero tolerance for it, man. And I don't rock like that, man. You know, I protect the children with my own life, man. I don't care what color or who they with, man. Hey, you can be my enemy. I'm still gonna protect your child, man, because that's what a real man gonna do.
What are you doing for are you working?
Yes, matter of fact, I got training. I'm working at Tesla.
Tesla?
Yeah.
You're working at Tesla?
Tesla.
So you could get a discount for me.
Hey, if I can get a discount for myself, man. But right now I'm trying to be all up in Elon Musk's pockets, you know, just like Jeff Bezos when I was working at Amazon.
I'm sure, I'm positive if you're working for Tesla, you got some kind of discount. You need to check that out.
I'll find out tomorrow.
Yeah, because me and you've been together, not in the last month, but before that, we was together the last 6 months almost daily. And I put a lot of wear, I put a lot of wear on my car going way out there picking you up and driving you around. Yep. So
I made sure I was straight, man, and I love you for life for that, man.
I didn't hear you.
I said, man, hey, you did a lot for me, man. You made sure I had some money in my pocket so I could eat, man. I got nothing but love and respect for you for that.
Yeah, I see. You know, I try to help as many people as I can. Even when I don't have it, I'll take the shirt off my back and give it to you, man. And you're someone that, I mean, we was friends since 1979.
10 years old.
Miss Brown's class. John Morse.
Yeah, Miss Brown and Miss Lakes, man.
And Miss Lakes.
We was Johnny Morse Raiders, man.
Yeah, we was on the football team.
Morse Raiders.
But I seen what you was doing out here when I was locked up. And when I came home and seen that you was doing kind of bad, I was like, I kind of got angry. Not at you, but at the whole industry, how it could chew someone up and spit them out And I know you don't blame it on the industry, but what I've seen in prison, you should have been well off for the rest of your life as much work as you put in. You lived with Brother Lynch for 10 years, shit.
Yeah,
And
he put me on game, man. You know, and I'm gonna tell you one thing though, man. You know, like, man, as I say, man, Lynch is my brother, man. I got nothing but love and respect for him, like I got love and respect for you, man. You know, he taught me some stuff, man. And, you know, and when I look back, you know, I'm like, man, maybe I should have, you know, written some more raps. Maybe I should have been on the studio and stuff like that. Maybe I should have got a job and start paying somebody to engineer, you know. So, you know, I was like, man, you know, like, you gotta treat people right, man. You know, and that's one thing I always try to do, man. I'm like, hey, if you do me right, man, I'm gonna try to show that love back twice.
And that comes across very clear with your character. It always has. You always been like, and it's unbelievable to me the challenges that you've had in your life. I seen you growing up, and I seen different things, and you never waver with your faith. I want to talk a little bit. I want to talk a little bit about that because you don't know it, but in 2006, I had an experience, a godly experience, and I knew at that point my life was going to change. I'm not going to really get into details about it because it's in my book, The Man Behind the Woman. But when I started hanging with you this year, and you talked about God and faith, it kind of it grounded me again. It took me back because I was slipping out here. I was really slipping, going back to my old ways and doing stuff that I really shouldn't have. I got kids and grandkids also. And when I was hanging with you, I got more from you than you got from me. And I never told you that. Everything ain't about
fair exchange, no robber.
What?
Fair exchange, no robber.
Yeah, but you said I helped you a lot and I put money in your pocket, but that has been my legacy all my life, money, man. And I came to the realization that money don't make you happy. It's the relationships you built throughout your life, and you find out who your real friends and family are through those relationships. And sometimes you get something from somebody that's unexpected. And I got a lot from you driving around, bro, watching you doing what you was doing and your conversation. And it was like, it touched me. And you kind of inspired me to do this YouTube stuff. And then when you told me you had the equipment, you had the cameras, you had all the stuff, I was like, you know what? A few other people been trying to get me to get on YouTube, and I was totally against it when I came home. But then I realized, man, I'm in my 50s. Man, gangs, robbing, stealing, selling dope, that shit played out. There's so many other ways to make money, man, revenue. And I do help my friends when I can. Sometimes I'm not always able to, but you were someone that I felt that I wanted to invest in because not to get something out of, just because of our conversations about church and God. And I knew when we was younger that every Sunday you guys would get dressed up and go to church in that big ass car. I watched your dad come out in that brown suit. Your dad was hella tall. Come out in that brown suit. And after I caught on where you was going, huh?
I said, yeah, I miss my old man. Hey, matter of fact, let me touch on that subject and stuff like that. Cause I know, man, when we was growing up and stuff, man, you know, like a lot of people didn't have father figures in their lives and everything like that, man. I was honest, you know, and I was, you know, I honestly gotta say, man, I'm happy and humbled that my father was in my life, man. You know, cause like there was a time, man, when my parents separated, but you know, my father was like, he kept it solid. You know, like these are my kids, you know, because my mama had nothing but boys.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm the youngest out of 9 boys. You know, so like my dad was always there and stuff like that, man. And even though I was his baby and everybody think I was spoiled, he got my ass. I remember that time, man, like remember how we used to go over there off of 24th and Meadowview, man, used to play video games and stuff. I used to ask my dad for quarters and stuff. Like my dad, like, here's 50 cents. here's the gas can, here's a lawnmower. Make your own money. Ain't nobody gonna give you shit. And I'm like, 12 years old, man. I like, damn near have my own business. I'm like, man, that was best, man. That was one of the best lessons, man, my father ever taught, man. I love him forever for that.
That was a life lesson there, huh? And it stuck with you forever.
Oh yeah, man. Hey, shit. I'm always trying to do something, man, positive. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, so, man, I got so much to talk to you about, Reggie. Even though we hung out.
Part two.
Yeah, so but I'm trying to get down there for Hot August nights, man. I know you're in Reno, and I don't know if you're gonna be working. How many days a week are you gonna be working?
About like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Oh,
so
Wednesday,
4
Thursday,
days a week.
Friday. Yeah, 4 days a week, man. Just make sure that I get this, man, and keep this and stuff like that, man. Because Bill, it's not how much you make, it's what you do with it.
It's what you do with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I could identify with that. It definitely. I don't even know how much money I made in my life, but it's a lot. And
more than I ever had, man. I was still wish I was looking at your bed. I'm like, man, what are we doing? I need to figure out some way to do this.
Yeah, I'm not proud of how I made my money, but money's not everything. And I had to really do some soul searching about me and US currency, man, because it ruled my life for 48 years. Yeah. And I refuse to let it rule my life now. But yeah, we're going to do a part 2 to this. Reggie Ento, Brother Lynch's videographer, friend. We grew up together. If you haven't already hit that like button, please hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe button. I got a question to ask you.
Yes.
At 54 years old, what would you tell your 12-year-old self?
No, that's a good question.
Wait, let me stop. Sometimes the question is more powerful than the answer. You know that, right?
Yes. That's why I had to pause for a second. I had to get that real thought, man. I thought about, what it like if I was able to go back in time and check myself. My 12-year-old self, man, hey, man, let's keep on, man, make your own money, man, mowing these lawns and stuff like that. And don't hire nobody unless you can afford to pay them. But I would have talked to my 24-year-old self like that, man, and just like slap myself upside the head, nigga. Hey, everybody you see smoking crack, man, kick them to the curb, man, get the fuck away from them.
I think the one answer to that question for me is if I could go back and tell my 12-year-old self anything, the first answer that comes to my mind is to listen to God. Because he's real. Listen to the higher power, because if you sit and listen long enough, you'll hear him.
Oh, yeah.
And I thought about that question for months. And someone asked me that question a while back, and the first thing that came out of my mouth was stay in school, listen to your parents. But then when I really, really thought about it, if your parents are godly people, they'll teach you to listen to God.
Yeah.
So everything is a vessel through him.
Matter of fact, I thank you, man, for that insight, man, because I should have kept on listening to God. Because like growing up, man, 12 years old and stuff like that, man, as I said, my family was separated for a while, but they got back together. We got in church, man. And I kept those church principles, man, throughout my teenage years. And stuff like that, man. I wasn't ripping around the streets and stuff like that. I wasn't even gang banging or anything like that, man, because
hey, that's another subject. We're gonna do that on part 2. I was gonna ask you that question a little while ago because James Smith said back in the days, Reggie and his 5 brothers lived in 29th Street apartments, but you lived all over the South area. We're not gonna get into that.
She was home, man. 29th Street was home, man. I was loved there.
Yeah, but you never really was. You was affiliated with us, but you was never a gang. Huh?
I was never active.
Okay, and that proves my point about what kind of heart you have and what kind of upbringing you have. You was never one to want to do felonies and go to jail.
Yeah,
we're gonna do it. We're gonna do another segment on that because I have a lot of things to say about that. We've been on here 40 minutes. I'm gonna call you in a little while, Reg. Thank you for tuning in to Prison Yard TV. Like I said,
where I can help you, D, man. You know I am, baby boy, man. You know I got you.
Oh yeah, I know. If you haven't already hit that like button, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you ain't subscribed to this channel. And we'll be tuning in tomorrow with another story. I'm not going to get into that. I'll post it later on this evening. You'll know what it's about. My books will be here September 1st. The Man Behind the Woman. I'm taking pre-orders now. My covers are being designed right now in Colorado Springs, and they'll be here September 1st. They're $24.99 a book, $5.99 for shipping and handling. Are you throwing up gang signs, Reg?
Nah, that's just West Coast, man. I'm still West Coast even though I'm living in Nevada.
Yeah, wait a minute. I got a lot of East Coast fans on my channel. So
hey, I love the East too, man. You know, if it wasn't for East Coast, man, I wouldn't be rapping.
I do want to I'm gonna have a news break tomorrow about what's going on with Prison Yard TV and Block Movement Television. We're combining our platforms. We're gonna go on the road.
Let's do it.
I was going to talk to you about it too. I haven't even told you about it. We got a lot of things coming for this year and next year. So tune in tomorrow. I have a breaking news story for you guys. It's already confirmed. Block Movement Television, Block Movement Radio, and Prison Yard TV are coming together, and we're going to hit the road. We're going to the East Coast. We're going down south, and we're going to hit the West Coast. So tune in. Hit that like button. Please hit that like button. See you guys tomorrow. Stay blessed. And tell the people you love them if you really love them. If you don't let them words come out of your mouth.
Hey, can I say one more thing, D?
You sure can.
Hey, man. Hey, please support Find Your Heart Foundation and stuff, man. We got to keep our children safe, man. We got to keep all children safe, man. That's on God.
Tapping on the road in this truck. Java Birch. Thanks, Java. Thanks for tuning in. Please hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe button.
Much love, baby boy.
You know who that is?
Yeah, man. We on Facebook, man. Hey, thanks for the birthday shout out, man. I sent you a video response, man.
Okay, Reg. I'll talk to you in a little while. Stay blessed, and I'll be seeing you sooner than you think. Reno ain't nothing but 2 hours away, and you know that used to be my town before all the casinos opened up around here, and they got one opening up next month down the street. All right. I love you, bro. I'll be tapping in a little while. You take care of them nieces and nephews out there, and hopefully
we're gonna do some singing later on tonight, man. I'm about to post some of that stuff, man. Matter of fact, on part 2, man, I'm seeing some video clips that where you just like run them and stuff like that, man. We're gonna be a real network. I really need you to talk to your boss tomorrow about getting me a 50% discount on the 2022 all black S-Class Tesla. I need one. I'm trying to give me one too, man. If I touch it, man, if I make this money right, man, I'll buy you one as a gift. No. Yeah. All right, Reg, I love you. I'll talk to you in a little while, bro. We're ending this broadcast. Love you guys. Stay blessed out there. Stay safe in them streets. They're not safe nowhere. See you later, Reg.